everyone, and welcome to Scarredlands Sins of Shelzar, Season 2, Episode 11 of Dead Man's Rest. Before we dive in too far, a couple things I want to make sure everyone is aware of. This is the 10th anniversary of Onyx Path, and as it is the 10th anniversary of Onyx Path, each month the company is focusing on one of their game lines. This month is World of Darkness. So each week there's going to be a different sale regarding the World of Darkness. And right now you can actually go over to DriveThruRPG and get 90% off all of the V20 and V20 Dark Ages PDF supplements. The V20 Dark Ages core book is 90% off as well. The V20 core book is not, because fun fact, that came out before Onyx Path existed. It is not an Onyx Path book, so it's not involved in the sale. But everything else for V20 pretty much is. So head over to DriveThruRPG right now and check that out. Or if you're interested in physical copies, if you go over to IndiePressRevolution.com, they have sales going as well. I believe it's 20% off several of the deluxe edition, which is super, super cool. Speaking of the World of Darkness, we are also having in the middle of our Kickstarter for Lore of the Traditions for Mage the Ascension 20th Anniversary Edition, which I am super psyched about, as I was the developer on that book. I think Rachel might be a little bit excited too. She did do a little bit of writing on it, just a scotch, just a smidge. But that
had to update a whole tradition. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and write that awesome kick-ass introductory fiction, which you can see right now if you go back at it, Kickstarter, as a matter of fact. And that link has been thrown up in the chat. And then, of course, the reason we are here today, we are playing Dead Man's Rest, an adventure for Scarredlands, which is also currently available on BackKit. And I'm throwing that in the chat right now. So please consider heading over there, pre-ordering Dead Man's Rest. You can get early access to the manuscript, everything you need to run the game yourself at your own table. So now that I have paid the bills, let's talk about where we parked. When last we met, our adventurers stood down a siege by the forces of Glividatel on the Hollow Legionnaire city of Citadel. Though the Glividatel forces were routed and ultimately defeated, it didn't come without cost. On their way out, the necromancers detonated their undead, showering the Hollow Legionnaires in the region with rust-infected body shrapnel and causing basically a major outbreak in Citadel. As the wounded were being treated and people were being brought in, the group sort of went their separate ways. Charlie was dealing with some shock. Haiku was dealing with just war, sort of being what war is. If I'm not mistaken, Charlung had gone along with Ithrin, and Ithrin was running like a funeral service for those who didn't make it. And Alan was getting drunk and pounding a hammer onto some metal. When you were all sort of in these various positions, you were summoned, told that the Imperator wanted to see you all in his office, and you were escorted into the keep. And that's where we dropped off last session. So that's where we'll resume. You've all made your way into the Imperator's office. He's sitting behind a desk. There's a bookshelf on either side behind him. He has various scrolls and maps out on his desk. Extremely highly polished iron suit of plate mail. The face mask openly exposing the hollow face of a Hollow Knight. And he says, thank you for meeting with me. And thank you for your assistance on the battlefield. It would have undoubtedly been a much more egregious loss to our forces had you not intervened.
We do what we can.
Well, it's good to hear that spirit. Some of our sages in the Golden City have performed a true ritual that I believe is our best shot at surviving this accursed plague.
How can we help?
Well, it's a challenge. You see, we had determined that this infection was resistant to the normal healing magics. Our scholars, along with some visitors from the phylactery vault, deduced that this may be the work of a true ritual of some kind, something more potent and dangerous. At a great cost to our own personal resources, we performed a ritual to identify the originating magics that caused this plague to become so difficult to cope with.
Mm-hmm.
In that, we have discovered that the magic is necromantic in nature, originated from Glividatel, and based on the observations of some of the phylacteric vault members who are present, they believe they have identified it as the wizard Lucian Dane, known among his people as the Grey Messiah.
Someone thinks very highly of himself.
Well, from what I understand, it is a title that was foisted upon him, not one he declared, but nevertheless, he's considered to be an avatar of Namorga, of death walking, hence the name.
Mm-hmm. Would we know anything about this? Like, would we have heard of this guy?
You can all make history checks if you want to, or Arcana, whichever you prefer.
Oh, I rolled a raw 17.
Nice.
I don't know shit.
Probably going to
21.
be okay. Excellent.
I got a 21 on Arcana.
If you had a 15 or lower, never heard of the guy. If you're 15, or I'm sorry, 14 lower, 15 to 20, I will tell you what you know momentarily here.
I think Ithrin probably like, oh yeah, I overheard that out of like the back alley of a tavern while I was dumpster diving.
Something along those lines. Let's see here. Just a second. There we go. So those of you who got a 15 or better know that Lucian is a famed necromancer of Glividatel, who allegedly has a very high price in the thousands of gold pieces on his head in Hollowfaust. He originally studied there and apparently defected while they were preparing to execute him for some sort of crime against their society of animators. When he arrived in Glividatel, he quickly gained a reputation as a competent necromancer and has effectively risen to the rank of the Crypt Lords. He's one of the leadership of Glividatel. He's the only one who's known to leave the city on anything resembling a regular basis. That's what you know with a 15 to a 20. 21s and better, you additionally know that he has effectively reached the second in command at Glividotel. You know that according to rumors, he has been crisscrossing the continent for the last year or so, seeking various bits of strange arcane lore. It's said that he'll show up in one town trying to identify some seemingly mundane and powerless trinket. He'll show up in another town half the continent away the next day, asking for the specific gravesite of someone who died 60 years prior. Just all these strange occurrences have been bopping around. Charlie, you've probably heard this whispered about by bards in various dens in Shelzar. Whereas Charlung, you've probably heard whispers of it from various any like magic practitioners you might have been speaking to. These sort of hushed rumors that Lucian Dane must be putting together something either truly powerful or truly bizarre with all these sort of strange requests that keep popping up. The rest of y'all don't know shit.
Ithrin will repeat the bar rumors that she has heard.
It's either something really powerful or extremely bizarre he's working on.
We believe what he may have been working on was this. And he holds his hand up and you can see his gauntlet is starting to shake a little bit and he's got some rusty patches as well.
That can be good.
Our healers are confident they can prolong our existences for some time. We may be able to halt the progress of the disease for a short period, but in order for our curative magics to truly take hold, we must discover the true nature of the ritual performed by Lucian Dane and craft a ritual to counter its magics. Now, this is something that our scholars estimate they could do on their own in a decade.
Do you have a decade?
Liberal estimates among our healers give us a month before we start seeing severe losses.
What can we do to help?
You must gain access to Glividotel, find the private libraries of Lucian Dane, get whatever notes you can on this true ritual and return them here to our spellcasters.
Seems
That's it?
easy enough.
I glare at Ithrin.
You must understand there's none in this city that will be able to do this. Aland, I can perhaps do something about her appearance, getting you in there. The rest of you won't stick out badly enough to be a problem. Unless, of course, Aland would prefer to go in disguised as a Sutak.
Like, I don't know which is worse. Are you saying I have a horse face?
Says I can craft an item to give you the illusion of being another humanoid type, or we can magically temporarily give you the scars and markings
Hmm. 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 I'm thinking of all of the ways I can get out of prison for future crimes if I can just turn into somebody that doesn't look like belongs in prison. It's like, can I keep this item after our mission is over?
Of course, we will reward you greatly for your aid. Keeping a magical bauble of such power is certainly well within the bounds of a reasonable request.
I like that idea. It's probably the best idea you've had all day, sir. And I'm here with my machinations, already thinking of future crimes against the state. Like,
He laughs, and it feels a little forced and robotic and stiff. And he says, "I've come to understand your people's sarcasm."
sure, man. Whatever you say.
So, if there are supplies that you need, we can provide them. I unfortunately do not have much by way of intelligence about Glividatel, but I do know that the Broadreach dwarves spent time there as slaves and escaped, so perhaps they know a way in.
Mike, you are muted. Nope. Oh no.
How about now?
Oh,
There
there
we
you
go.
are.
There it goes.
That it was almost as great a tragedy as when they sewed Deadpool's mouth shut in Wolverine Origins.
That was retconned by Deadpool 2.
It was, in fact.
But I just waved my little stump and like got something for the situation.
No, what have I done? I'm looking at it like internally screaming, like, this is all my fault.
I'm welcome more. These can either be regrown or, some magic item can be, given.
We can. I hope you understand I'm a little loath to use our healers to regrow that right now. But we can craft you the finest prosthesis in Skarn.
That sounds way more badass than a regular arm, so.
Very well.
Thank you.
I'll have my men stoke the forges and get that done for you right away. Is there anything
like a
else?
paper with like a design I already like drew up.
I drew this with my toes. It's a little,
He has
sketchy.
the other arm.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm a rogue. I'm ambidextrous,
right, that's fair.
Oh,
He says, "Is there anything else that you need before you take off?"
do I pick what I turn into, or do you pick what I turn into?
We will give you a headband that will allow you to craft your own disguise.
Cool. I'm thinking, okay, this is a sidebar, but if Holland turned into a small child, it'd be hilarious.
You'll have to look at the spell because I don't think you can shift your size.
Ah, a large
'Cause
child.
You'll have an
A 7
orc
foot
baby with a
one.
pituitary disorder.
Awesome.
We could find the spellcaster. We could potentially give Milena a polymorph tattoo.
Ooh, is that a thing?
It is a thing. But for now, you have a hat of disguise, so you can add that to your inventory.
A head of disguise?
Yep.
All right, thank you.
It's a bandana of disguise, but, same diff.
Sure.
Or it could be fedora if you so please.
I would recommend a good night's sleep before you journey out. And again, if there's any supplies that you need or anything else that we can provide, just let us know.
Maybe some extra rations.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, however long the journey is to the dwarves, then onward, we should plan for, I believe.
Yep. So you're planning for enough to eat to get to the Broadreach Dwarven City, and then to get from there to Glibodatel?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they give you
And back potentially. I mean, I don't know how many days that is, but it would be nice to know.
Yeah, they give you a small cart basically that's filled with camping supplies, food. They give you a couple of horses to draw it with. Any other requests?
We will do our best, sir.
He nods and says, I trust you will. All right. Y'all do anything before you leave?
I think we're ready to go.
Yeah,
Steve,
everyone
Take it,
just
I've had
make
a long
sure.
rest.
Ready as we'll ever be.
What was that, sir?
Take it, I've had a long rest.
Yeah, you've all had a long rest at this point. You will get a long rest before you leave. When you wake, you have an arm that's been built for you that effectively functions as your arm. There's no penalties or anything like that with it. They also tell you that if you pull the thumb back, it'll open up and there's 3 potions of greater healing in the palm.
Oh shit. That's fucking cool. Thank you.
You know, next time if you're fast enough and you get the part and hold it up quick, take a sip, might help.
Good to know. Thanks.
Excellent. So you have enough food for 5 of you to eat for 10 days.
Ithrin filches a couple extra rations.
Are you going to travel sort of the beaten path until you get to the horse village, or are you going to shortcut into the Broadreach and potentially the Hornsaw?
I feel like the longer but safer way. Well, but we're on a time limit here. We got a month. What's the time difference here?
You're probably going to wind up adding a day in total to your travel. If you go up the side of actually 2 days to your travel if you go up the side of the Broadreach. If you avoid going to the forest at all, yeah, 2 days to your travel.
All right. What would the total travel time be then?
You'd be looking at 12 days to get to Glibodatel after stopping. If you were only in the Dwarven
Jeez.
village for a
We're
day.
getting really close then.
Yeah. All right. So here's what I'm thinking is that we can try double timing it along the safe road. If we go through the shortcut, we might end up encountering something really nasty and having to take a stop or two. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Teleportation spells exist, right?
Teleportation spells do exist. You're intimately familiar with them.
Yes. Okay. Right, because I have the necklace. So is it possible to get like a letter of credit from the head of the Hollow Legion Like,
see.
hey, we're going to take the safe route because you want us to arrive there with all current limbs intact. But we'd like a letter of credit in case we need to pay for a last minute teleportation circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he happily writes you one.
Okay. Wait, can you just teleport us there?
No,
All right.
no.
Okay.
He tells you the only teleportation that's available in the city right now that he's aware of is it's down in the Golden City, first of all, and none of you can go in there. But it is a portal that is tied specifically to a port in southern Zathisk that they bring boats through. So that would wind up putting you on the other side of the Hornsaw, way south, closer to Shelzar than you are to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but we could theoretically take the longer but safer way, spend a week doing the thing, and then like show up to a magician and be like, hey, the Hall of Legions will pay you to teleport us back to the Citadel.
He says, you have studied the ways of the gods, yes?
I am a novice, but yes.
I
don't-
believe there's a prayer I can tell you that all of the victors will answer.
Okay.
What's the highest cleric level spell you can cast?
I am cleric level 1.
Okay.
I mean, through the amulet, I can cast 7th level teleport.
But that's not going to get you where you need to go, though. I mean, it'll get you to the top of that mountain that's near the Bleeding Valley.
Okay.
So I would like to teach you a spell, a prayer. You will ask to the God whose faith you practice, and it will. I will see to it that a watch is posted that will be able to spot it if you use it. You must understand, though, that if you use this spell, any stealth or hiding or secrecy that you had maintained up to that point will be shattered.
Okay. So we'll make sure to only use it in circumstances where we can deal with that.
He sits you down and starts talking you through a prayer. When the prayer is complete, your eyes start glowing. You open your mouth and look up, and you see just light shoot out of your face.
Okay, it's intense.
You all, I'm assuming, are nearby, but not like right there when she's being taught this prayer. So you see like this blast of light shoot up into the sky. It goes up 30,000 feet in the air and becomes a giant glowing snowflake.
Well, at least we'll always know where to find Ithrin if we ever lose her.
Yeah.
He says, that is the prayer of the holy beacon. If you throw that in the sky, any follower of the gods, any cleric, will be able to answer it by coming to you. I'll post a watch on the southern mountain peak. We'll keep an eye on Glivid Hotel. If you fire off the beacon, we will send one to collect you, and the other will remain here to send a returning beacon.
That works really well.
Again, I remind you, if you are in the middle of the city of the necromancers and you fire that off, you are going to need to be ready to deal with being recognized, no matter how well you think you might have been hidden.
This clearly draws a lot of attention. Yes, thank you for the demonstration.
Excellent. So you can add Holy Beacon to your first level cleric spells.
Yay!
Anything else?
Uh, that this is a lot. Thank you.
He nods. And you head off, taking the safe route. But you are going to try to force march, double time it?
Assuming everyone else is in agreement, yes.
Any objections to that?
No, let's push through it.
All right. Let's see here. Just need to do a little bit of fancy mathematics to figure out exactly how that's going to affect stuff. While I'm doing that, is there any downtime activities that y'all would like to engage in while you're traveling along this safe road?
Ithran will just meditate. I guess every evening and every morning, and just try and get like more in tune with what being a cleric means.
Okay.
I'm loving the new prosthetic arm, and I'm just playing with it now. Just spinning knives in my hand.
All right.
What kind of humanoid is common in Glivid Hotel?
The most common is human.
Human?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a really big woman.
Okay.
Or maybe you're a big man. I'll think about it for a second.
Okay.
Oh wow, bad time to speak up. Sorry about that. Thank you. Yeah, if humans are common, then Ithran's gonna spend a little bit of time like tailoring a little hood to go over her face and like place to stick her tail.
All right. Is Charlie doing anything in the downtime?
No, I mean, I'm pretty much always dressed with a hood on, but like, yeah, I don't really have anything I need to do.
Just practicing your musicals.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I would like each of you to just give me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please.
What?
A DC 15 Constitution save.
16.
Got a 14.
Oof. 9.
All right. What you get, Charlie?
4. So I was seeing if I had anything to reroll it, but I don't.
You all do have your inspiration that you start
Yeah,
with.
it's not worth it for.
Okay.
With the inspiration, I got a 15.
Excellent. Corey, are you frozen?
No, I got a 20.
20? All right. All right. Everyone who got less than a 15 gains a level of exhaustion.
Oof.
As you are making your way kind of through that southern part of the Haggard Hills, you're about midway through kind of the last day of travel through that region. Those of you with exhaustion, you're still pushing ahead. Though if you want to at some point speak up and say, hey, we should probably stop this, you're welcome to do so.
The first level gives you disadvantage on ability checks.
Yep.
And how do we deal with the first level of exhaustion?
Sleep.
Okay. I think once we sort of reach the outskirts of the city, we've saved enough time that we can take a nice long rest to, because this isn't a death march, we're just in a hurry.
Right.
If anyone knows Greater Restoration, think it's a level 4 spell that can remove
Oh, I might.
exhaustion.
I only have lesser.
Might be a level 5 spell.
Yeah, I also only have lesser. Let me see if it's.
All right. As you're going along, what's everyone's passive perception? Those of you who have exhaustion, I need that score -10. Those of you who do not have it, I need it -5.
They have what?
Exhaustion.
So we have a -10 if we have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
So I have no perception.
Yeah, so if it's
Three.
-5 if we don't have exhaustion, I'm at 7, I guess.
Correct.
I'm at 9.
I'm at 0.
And you said 3, Charlie?
You said
Yeah.
-5 if we weren't exhausted?
Correct.
Then 4.
All right.
Apparently none of us have wisdom.
Definitely not haiku.
So you're kind of hauling ass, trying to get through this area. And the trees sort of reach out across the beaten path, sort of as if the Broad Reach Horizon just kind of engulfs this little area of road. You're kind of making your way through, trying to hurry up. The sun's going to be, it's about 3/4 of the way through the day. So the sun's going to be going down relatively soon. You don't want to be moving through the woods too much at night. So you're really trying to book it. Let's see. 1 second. And as you're kind of moving along, feel free to put yourselves in a marching order heading south, east, so over towards where I'm pinging. That would be the direction you'd be pointing.
I feel like Ithrin would probably be bringing up the person taking point. No, actually, no, she's a scout. We're in the wilderness. She's taking point.
And which of you would like the pleasure of rolling 3d6 for me, please?
I'll do it.
Okay, what are we rolling for?
Nothing.
Nothing. 10.
10?
You're welcome, everybody.
You hear a slight rustling in the trees, but not fast enough to react, as 10 coal goblins emerge from the tree line.
Oh, fuck.
And when they do, I would like each of you to go ahead and give me a perception roll. Remember, if you're exhausted, you have disadvantage on this roll.
18.
I don't think it's on skills until your exhaustion level 3. It's just ability checks.
There are no skilled checks in
Oh.
D&D. It's all ability checks using your skill proficiency.
Huh.
I got a 2.
17.
All right. And you got a 18, Heike?
Yeah, I got 18.
And what did you get, Charlie?
13.
14, you said?
13.
13. Sorry, it cut out.
11.
All right. So Haiku and Ithrin, you both are fairly certain that you recognize Goblin 6. He's missing a piece of ear, and you're pretty sure you saw that piece of ear get ripped off of that particular goblin by your old gladiator buddy back in Shelzar.
I knew it was gonna be somebody we knew.
Yeah, last time you saw these guys, they were trying to kill you.
I don't know. I don't know this. I got like literally a 2. I'm like, just kind of like.
So I made the check, and I'm just gonna like fake it so hard, be like, buddy, it's so good to see you again out in the middle of the woods. How are you doing? How's the family?
Yeah, where are your old friends? As I like eye them down, you know, just giving them the mean mug.
Do any of you speak Goblin?
Oh God,
No,
I don't think
don't I have
so.
to-
But let me check.
Does anyone have comprehend languages?
I do.
No.
I do not have Goblin. I don't think I have comprehend languages.
I have comprehend languages, but I can't speak them.
Comprehend will
Oh,
let
so
you
it's only one way?
let you understand when you hear them.
Right, but I can't. Right, I can't communicate with them though.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I do.
Do you want to cast it
Sure.
so you can hear what they're saying? All right.
Okay.
Yeah, he says the little rat has a price on her head, 25 gold pieces.
Oh, fuck that! I'm worth more than that.
I
I
take
don't know
out
what they
my
said, but that's my reaction.
I'll
I
I take out my
look
short sword and like time to collect. Then I guess.
All right, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, jeez.
18.
7.
Nat 20.
Dang.
For initiative, though. Like,
I know. I hate when I roll a nat 20 on initiative. It feels wasted. I
You
got
had
a
a 7
13.
haiku?
There's like 7 goblins about to be dead in their first turn though, with Alan going first.
yeah, this is true.
And what'd
I
you get?
will take out 4 of them.
And what'd you get, Charlie?
15.
15?
Hi,
Which one's the one you recognized?
6 is the one that you recognized.
Okay.
What was that, Shirley?
And nothing.
All right. Alan, you may go first. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna shoot an arrow on goblins 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay. Are you
Cool.
like action surging to do that, or
No, right? Because I get what's it called? I
You have
get
extra
to
attack.
attack twice. Yeah,
right? So
And
that's 2
then-
arrows.
so that's 2 arrows, and then hang on.
It's action surge. That gives you another
Yeah,
action.
that's like yeah, you're right. I'll like surge it.
All right.
Cool.
Go ahead and make 4 attacks.
14,
That hits.
14,
Okay.
24,
Yep.
and 23.
Okay, so you hit all 4 of them. Go ahead and roll damage 4 times.
12, 10, 7, and 7.
All right, so you drop them all. Thunk, 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 thunk.
So happy. You don't even know. I'm like, I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
All right, so as you're dropping goblins to the southwest like Legolas,
That's what I'm gonna look like.
that brings us to Goblin 8. Goblin 8 is going to pull a net out and throw it at Haiku because Haiku is closest.
I cast as a reaction hand cramp.
Okay. So hand cramp does just impose a disadvantage, right? So it makes them drop it, basically.
Yeah, strength saving throw. On a failure, they drop whatever they're holding.
Oh, okay, right. So let's see how that goes for them. They got an 18 on their strength save.
Yeah, that will go. That right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they throw their net at you. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
All right. So
I'll shield ally. It does not.
Excellent.
Assuming a +5 to your AC would make 17 not.
+5. Yeah. Means 19.
All right. So you throw up shield ally, and it like this mystical bubble like hits the little balls that are tied to the end of this net, and it bounces off and hits the ground. The goblin starts to roll it back up. Charlung, it is
5 foot
your
squares?
yes. Charlung, it is your action. What would you like to do?
Hold on, let me measure. I'll use I think I'm gonna twin a haste on me and Holland.
All right.
Take it, Charlon.
So that gives you another action.
I'm gonna charge Goblin 9 and swing using aggressive bonus action to move,
Right.
and then my additional action to attack.
Go for it.
Does a 24 hit him?
Is it Goblin 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
All right. He drops.
They're very fragile little things.
They are. Remember when I gave you all that trouble? That brings us to Goblin 6. Well, Alan, do you have your one more action? What would you like to do?
The Goblin 8 and Goblin 7 are still up, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit Goblin 7.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah, you can take the attack action, which gives you 2 attacks.
Oh, I will kill both of the other goblins. Just leaving Goblin 6 to fess up what's up.
Oh, there's
5 is
one.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 are still alive.
Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 is the one that's alive. So I'll take 7 and 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So like picking them off on like both sides of them, that's messed up.
21 and then 13.
Both of those hit.
Sweet. 7 and 10 damage.
All right. They both drop dead.
This is making me so gleeful that I think I'm actually turning like neutral evil in real life. Like
Goblin 6 pulls out a dart and blows at Alan.
I parry. Can I parry?
How that works, remember?
No.
Can I dodge?
No, you've used up all
That's
your
your
actions.
AC.
But
Fuck.
what's your AC?
My AC is 14.
+2
All
from
right.
haste.
Yeah, plus 2
Plus
from
how
haste.
much from haste?
2.
Ooh, so yeah, 16.
Yeah, you get out of the way.
Can I
Yeah.
not get out of the way? Can I grab it?
No, because you're
You're
not
not
a
a
monk.
monk.
Remember that you do cool things.
Multi-class and a monk, I guess, out of nowhere.
Can I do that?
Sure. All right, that brings us to Charlie. What would you like to do, Charlie?
I guess I'm gonna Eldritch Blast, and I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot at 10, I guess.
All right.
And I missed with both.
You what?
I missed with both. I got a 7 and a 9.
All right. You fire, both go wide, and you take the leaves off of the trees on either side of Goblin 10. Ithrin, what would you like to do?
I am going to guiding bolt Goblin 6.
All right.
No, save him. No, no, no.
He's the one who wants to capture me.
Yeah, exactly. Just
We need to know why.
fuck with him.
I know why, but
We
it
know-
doesn't
we
matter 'cause
recognize.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, you rolled a 1 on your guiding bolt?
Yeah,
Excellent.
something explodes, but it's not what I want to explode.
You fire off your guiding bolt, and I need everyone in
Oh no.
on
Sorry,
the
guys.
field to go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Jeez.
17.
You have disadvantage on that, right?
No, it's a saving throw, so it won't, you're
Okay.
yeah, your
So
stuff won't.
I rolled as if we did.
14.
If
And I rolled 2 20s.
Oh my goodness.
if you need to know damage, I rolled 8.
Well, look at the bright side. You're not going to fall. What'd you say your spell save DC was, Ithrin?
A spell save DC is 15.
So anybody who got a 15 or higher is fine. You're not knocked prone. If you got a 14 or lower, you're knocked prone and you take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Sorry, still
As
getting the hang
earth,
of this.
like shakes.
14 or lower, you said?
Yeah.
So we're good? Okay.
Yeah, 14 or lower, you take the damage. 15 and above, you don't.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, there's like a little network of cracks comes out from the ground, like by your feet. Ithrin.
Wait, what happens at my feet?
A little network of cracks comes out of the ground, like when that rumble hit.
I'm taking a 5-foot step to the side.
That's fair.
Go.
That brings us to Goblin 5. Goblin 5 pulls out a blow dart and tries to shoot Alan with it.
Why? What did I do?
Shot
13 does
6
not hit.
arrows in one turn that all killed a goblin.
Goblin 10 is going to like somersault forward and try to stab Charlone. See how that. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him. 17.
Oh yeah, that'll hit me.
All right.
Take 1 damage.
Excellent. Take 3 slashing, but that triggers his stab routine. 9 does not hit, I assume.
No.
All right. Then that ends his stab routine. So he comes in and like he gets you once, like in a kidney, like just but grazes the skin though, doesn't really get any actual penetration. But you're like, oh, that could have been bad. And then he like just starts like going super fast with it, but none of it's breaking your skin.
He's just flailing in front of
pretty much.
Cool.
Pretty much. And that will bring us back to, or that brings us to Haiku.
I'm gonna just like raise up my hand and cast a 1st level magic missile at everyone except for Goblin 6.
Okay. So
Sick.
yeah, just go ahead and roll the damage on that.
So that's 7, 8, 9 damage total.
Right. So what were the 3 die results though? Because you're hitting 3 targets, right?
2, 3, and then 4.
And that's with the +1?
Yes.
So okay, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Because they each get a +1.
Yeah. I think it did it automatically, right? The D&D Beyond does it automatically? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Right. They are still up, but you racked all of their shit.
Wait a minute. Can I do anything else?
Actually, you could go 3 and 4 on Goblin 5 because there's only 2 left up. Besides 6. So you do the 3 and the 4 on Goblin 5 and drop Goblin 5.
Okay. And I'm just gonna walk, just like right up to him.
All right.
This didn't work out too well for you, did it?
That brings us to Alan.
Who's still alive? Is everybody else dead?
Goblin 10 is still up, the one that's stabbing Charlung in the kidney, and the one that Haiku is walking up on are the 2 that are still alive.
I'm gonna move so that I don't hit Charlung. So like here-ish. And then I'm gonna shoot the goblin that's attacking Charlung. Hopefully through the head, like one of those headbands that have the arrow, you know?
Yeah. All right. Go for it.
Nat 20, bish.
Early damage.
9 damage.
All right, yeah, you go in one ear and out the other. And he drops. Oh, I had the wrong one.
If I do another attack, are there trees nearby? Can I get like the Goblin 6's shirt and stab him against a tree or something? Because that'd be so cool.
It would be cool. I'll let you make an attack roll with disadvantage. Don't botch.
Oh, I don't want to kill him. I don't want to try that then.
Oh,
you
it
just
wouldn't
said
be.
don't botch. Huh?
Well, I did say don't botch, yeah, but it likely looking at the map, it likely wouldn't be him you would hit if you botched.
Oh.
You would put an arrow in Haiku's ass. So.
I'm okay.
All right. Charlung, it is your action.
Like I've done enough damage to Haiku.
It's just Goblin 6 left, yeah.
Yes.
Can I walk up and just punch him?
Absolutely.
All right. Drop the axe and punch him.
Yep. You can punch him twice if you want to, since you're hasty.
Yeah, that's if I need to. I don't think an 11's gonna hit him, but maybe it will.
An 11 doesn't hit him. No,
All right. He dodges my first punch. Well, a 7 isn't gonna hit him either. He's whoa. All right, he dodged both of my punches.
Very motivated to not get punched by an orc today. That brings us to him. He throws his hands up in the air and says, "Negotiate, negotiate."
I thought you might say that. Why is murder so satisfying?
It's Charlie's turn. Do you are you heeding his plea for negotiations?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna approach and hold my
Okay.
action. So I'll move like there and then hold my action.
All right. Ithrin, what do you got?
All right. I mean, he's okay. There's only one left, and he's surrendering. So, okay, let's negotiate.
He says, "I split 50-50 with you." to Alan.
I split your head 50-50.
I give you all my gold.
Okay,
And
I'm okay with this wretched little goblin keeping its gold. I want to know who sent it.
Oh, no, he can give us the gold and tell us who sent him. and
out.
Catherine.
money, please.
He hands you his coin purse and says, "There's 7 gold in there."
Little
He
light.
says, Not sent for you, but no price for you.
Who put a price on my head?
The Baker Man, the Baker Man's organization.
And the bigger man get turned
Not what
into
I expected.
sludge.
Who is the Baker Man?
That guy who works at the Titan that we turn to like pulp, like to like
We burnt
actual
down
sludge.
the bakery.
Oh, that guy.
Harmless Fen.
Why
Yeah.
am I getting blamed for that?
And
Is
if
you
he's dead, how did he put a price on your head if he's dead?
not Baker Man, Baker Man's kin.
Ah,
But
What else do you-
that's not why I'm here though. I here on other job, Big Boss.
what job?
Can't say.
Tell
Yeah,
us
man.
everything.
I think you can say.
I'm gonna start just flipping my like short sword like around my hand like a knife, you know, just like
Mhm.
I mean, that's actually like a metal prosthetic limb that you're flipping a knife across. That's super intimidating.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably going like shing 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 shing.
Is torture frowned upon? Just
Yes,
Not
it
by
is,
me.
Holland.
oh man. I put away my cigar cutter. You know, just
He
And
says,
so Ithrin's gonna
uh,
play good cop, bad cop, and turn to him and like, I won't be able to hold her back for much longer. She's a lot bigger than me, so you should probably start talking now.
go ahead and make a deception or persuasion, whichever you think is better.
I think it's
Uh,
persuasion because it's in fact true.
Or is
Yeah,
it
I'm
intimidation?
going with persuasion because I absolutely think Olin will fuck this guy up. 14.
Right. He says, I tell you, they send much worse than me.
But there's
Okay, but
not
no
much.
one's gonna know what you told us.
Tell you some send me.
Do
We
I
know
know
that?
that name?
Oh, you know that name, Haiku. That's the head of the Order of the Ancients. Ring a bell?
Wait, what?
The Assassins Guild that you were involved with?
So
So he says that.
Talina Sam, sorry. I misspoke. Yeah, the head of the Cult of the Ancients in Shelzar.
She put the hit out on Ithrin for that.
no.
No.
Oh, they'll send them.
I'm here on Big Job for Big Boss.
Oh, big boss. Okay.
She
Okay, well-
sent me and brave goblins here.
And look how that turned out for you. How do you think that big job was going to turn out if this didn't work out so well here?
We did Big Job. We is done with it. Just heading back to Shelzar.
What was the big job?
To get rusty bits. He
Mm,
reaches down into his pouch and pulls out like what looks like a chunk of like how Legionnaire bracer.
Interesting.
Big Boss wants back in Shelzar.
Why? What is
Big
she up to?
Boss smart things with. Understand. I heard her say understand, learn.
Oh,
This is a good way to assassinate a Hollow Legionnaire quickly.
yeah, but if she knows what to do with this, if she understands it, I don't think she would help us. But
No, she's definitely not. She's trying to either work with these guys or just have like a little weapon for high legionnaire jobs, possibly.
So I'm protected.
Protected? Really?
Do you
That's
feel
right.
protected right now?
Do you feel protected?
You kill me. You kill me. You take big boss lady's things. See what it does for you.
I think I will.
Are you gonna?
No, I'm just making threats
Oh.
now. I want to see what happens. I just want to see what else I can like get from him. You know.
Like he starts like tearing up and like he's shaking.
I have a feeling that I want to pick him up by his feet and shake him. See what
Okay.
else comes off.
Like what falls out?
Yeah.
A dozen blow darts, 4 different canisters of poison,
I'll take that.
2 healing potions.
I'll take that.
And just some bits of rusty metal. There's a piece of parchment that looks like it might be like actually like made of hide of some sort that has a very crude, almost stick figure-esque drawing on it, and with some like cuneiform kind of lettering on it that you can't read.
You said
How
4
many
blow darts and
potions
poison, right?
What? One at a time, Mike? What was that?
You said 4 blow darts and poison.
No, a dozen blow darts and four containers of poison.
Okay.
How many potions of healing?
2.
Ah, my thing crashed.
Sorry, just added all that to my little inventory.
No, you're good. He says, "I give you everything. Now let me go."
I look at Ithrin.
We could cut off his other ear.
I like the sound of that. I'm like spinning my blade a little faster.
He starts screaming and like covering his ear. He's like, "No! I had to learn to hear again."
Is he the bad guy in the scenario?
All right. But look, you came at us, and all your friends are dead now. So what have we learned?
Get better friends.
You go do that, buddy.
He starts going around and picking up like their belt pouches, both the ones that have the gold in them, but also the ones that have this rusted metal in them.
You're leaving that. That's another little bonus for us there for sparing your life.
Oh, you take it to the big boss lady?
Yeah, I'll take it to the big boss lady.
He throws them all down, kicks the dirt, and walks off into the forest.
I don't ever want to see you again.
Can I fire an arrow and just miss him?
Sure. Just roll.
I mean-
roll and attack. Just don't botch.
Yeah, you
Gotta
can fire
warn us.
four. You can fire 4 arrows and just miss them.
They all hit like ones. He gets like hit in all of them.
Turns into a pincushion as he's walking away.
16.
Yeah, you shoot an arrow like right past his good ear. He screams and takes off running into the woods.
Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Am I evil? These are questions I will have to talk to my therapist about.
So what would you like to do from there?
How much gold do I get from that?
7 pieces, right?
Well, he had 7 on him. The rest of them roll a d4.
A D4.
Oh yeah, there's other goblins too.
4.
The rest of them have 4 gold between them.
Can we put that in the party
No.
fund?
Sure.
I'll take 7 and I'll give like the 4 from each of them to the party fund.
No, like 4 in total.
Oh, 4 and so put the 4 in the party fund.
Sweet.
All right, you continue on and find a nice, safe place to camp. You're fairly certain. What's going to be your watch schedule?
I don't sleep, so. But I have better perception now. Yeah, I don't sleep.
All right.
I'm exhausted. I need to sleep.
I am also exhausted.
All right.
I can keep Haiku company for first watch.
And then I'll do it on the second.
All right. You start the first watch. Those of you who are exhausted don't have any real issue falling asleep at all.
It's a long rest.
Yes. Yeah, it's a long rest.
Do I recover 1 level of exhaustion?
Yes. Yeah, you recover 1 level of exhaustion at the end of the long rest.
Thank you.
You're sitting there. It's a relatively quiet, somewhat peaceful night. You can hear some animals sort of moving around in the background. You're near the Broadreach, so this is a healthier part of the forest than, like, say, the Hornsaw. You don't have to worry so much about, like a unicorn coming traipsing out and impaling anyone. Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check, Haiku, and make that with advantage because you've got Ithrin helping.
15.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking around and everything seems to be relatively calm, though you do notice a slight glow up closer to the road where you sort of stepped off into this clearing to set up your camp. Slight glow over that way. It looks like it might be, looks almost like a firefly, but it's just one. And go ahead and roll, nature or survival.
Nature or survival. It's okay. I'll do nature. Only an 11.
You can, if you point this out to Ithrin will also be able to roll nature or
Yeah,
survival.
I pointed out, like, what do you think that is?
I will absolutely roll survival. 18.
Okay. You realize that, like, fireflies are not normally out this time of year and usually aren't by themselves out in the wild. But it's glowing, pulsing.
Concerned about that?
It might be a trick.
Should I send out a blast or something?
Hang on, I'll see if I can sneak closer. So Ithrin doesn't want to leave the campsite, but wants to see if she can get a better view of whatever this is.
All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll if you don't mind.
Okay, I have advantage on that. 17.
Oh, nice. Okay. How close are you going to try to get?
I mean, I don't want to get like super, super close, just close enough. Like, I guess maybe like 10, 15 feet. Like, what are you?
You see, as you get in closer, you have dark vision?
I believe so. Let me double check. 60 feet, yes.
So you kind of squint in and look, and you can see that emanating this light is a humanoid shape that's floating above the ground. It's maybe an inch long.
So like a pixie?
Yeah, like a pixie.
The rings of the pact say, what is it? Like, she can hear it in your head now. That's what it does, right? We can like
No,
communicate?
rings of the pack just let you find each other.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So Ithran's gonna watch it for like a minute or so and see what it does.
It's kind of looking, you see that it's looking toward the camp, and then it stopped, like as it's doing this number, it just stops dead and slowly turns to look at you and says, "You scared me half to death."
As this is happening, as you like look at it, I'm gonna stealth and see if I can get closer to,
Go ahead and roll.
with chameleon skin. We'll do that real quick.
Ithran will say, "Who are you?"
21.
Yeah, you absolutely could walk right up to this creature if you wanted to. She says, "I'm but a humble servant, a spirit of the local flowers."
We have no wish to offend the flowers. We just spending the night here.
I am not coming in that capacity to speak with you. It's not the flowers you've offended.
Who have we offended?
Well, I don't know exactly. It's just that, well, we've noticed as you were earlier in the clearing, I think you might have done something to anger Mother.
We created a lot of fertilizer for new flowers. What's Mother mad about?
I don't know, but I'm told that you were fighting and you did something or said something, and it caused her to shift.
Mm.
Can you convey our apologies to Mother?
Well, she's sleeping. You see, that's part of the worry, is that, you see, Mother went to sleep to heal the planet,
Mm-hmm.
and the planet is not healed. You can see that. You can smell the rot from the horn saw from here. She starts to like dim a little bit, and
Oh, no, absolutely. No, you don't have to go into detail about that.
oh good, it's such a scary place. But I think you might have made her stir, and we would very much like it if you don't.
Okay. Would it be okay with you if we spent the rest of the night here and then left at daybreak?
Yes, yes. And I'll
Okay.
make sure nobody bothers you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Is there anything else I can do to make your existence a little easier?
She says, "No, we're pretty lucky here. Just be careful."
We will, and thank you very much for the warning.
I don't know what you did or how you did it, but it would be terrible if she woke up.
Absolutely. We will be very, very quiet from here on out.
She flies off.
Ithrin goes back to like where when she like miscast the spell and the earth cracked. She's like pushing dirt back over the cracks. I don't know if this is helping, but I'm
I'll
going to
drop
do
the
it
cleaning kit.
anyway.
Go ahead and give me a survival or nature check if you don't mind, Ithrin.
Don't you have a thing that can fix
Survival.
this kind of like a spell could fix
Oh,
that?
I have 24 on survival.
As you come up to that space where the crack was, you see there's a little flower blossoming in the center of where that crack was.
I am going to be very, very gentle with that flower.
You recognize the flower.
Oh no, I don't want to.
It's an extremely deadly poison that druids use called Denev's Tear. It's said to have first sprouted when her lover Gulaban was slain during the Divine War. And she
Okay.
wept.
And just so I make sure I have the lore right, did Nev is like the one Titan who it's kind of sort of okay to think is cool?
Denev is effectively who druids worship in
Okay.
Skarn. Denev, well, good aligned druids. Yeah, she's the one that switched sides during the Divine War. She's the one who now sleeps within Skarn in order to heal it from the damage of the Titans' War.
Who my miscast might have like jostled in her sleep. Okay.
I think she liked that.
I'm going to be very nice to the flower, give it a little bit of water,
Okay.
push the dirt around a little bit.
Can't you like magically fix this?
Is there a way for me to do that?
Don't you have like a what is that? I don't know. It's a druid thing, isn't it? Like nature, like something. I don't know.
Most of what I can
That was definitely in
do-
character too. I was just like, oh,
Can't you just druid at it?
ain't that like your thing?
most of my stuff involves using nature to act on other people.
Yeah, that's what I would assume, right? Like so like a heal nature spell.
I don't. I'm not seeing anything on any of my abilities. I don't think I have anything that could do that.
Like instead of wild shape, like nature shape.
I mean, you can't really like club nature over the head that way. You just sort of have to let it be. So we're just gonna be real nice to this flower here. And leave as soon as possible in the morning.
All right. Good thing we didn't shoot that little guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been bad.
You head back to the camp. Everyone's still sleeping peacefully. And eventually it comes time for you to wake up Charlone.
Yeah. I will wake up Charlotte and I'll be like, hey, it's your watch. There's this flower in camp. Don't hurt it. Taiku can explain the rest. Good night.
Do you explain any of what happened, Haiku?
Yeah. Ithrin like
He's like,
pissed
"Nah."
off. Ithrin pissed off like Mother Nature or something like that when she fired that guiding bolt, and we fixed it hopefully. So we'll see. Just don't fuck with the nature.
My ankle got caught in that crack, I hope it's
Could have
all
been a lot
right.
worse. Could have been a lot worse if we didn't try to fix that. I think one pixie's enough. I think a million pixies might be too much.
Nice. All right. Morning breaks, unless anybody has anything else they want to do.
I'm good.
All right. Cool. You all head in and make your way to Equius right around sunset of the, we'll say, 9th day, because you were double timing it and whatnot.
Ooh, that's not so bad.
What would you like to do when you arrive in Equius?
I think this is probably going to be a Ithrin or Charlie mission, but try to figure out who actually lives here that escaped Glivid Autel and might be willing to give us some information.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
This place where Alden would have to disguise yourself, or
No, this is the Horse Clan village.
I thought so, just making sure.
This is the place where the young half-elf, half-dwarf fella that Ithrin was making time with stays.
Ithrin or Alland?
Or Allen, I'm sorry.
Bark.
Yeah, that's his name. Well, I know what I'm gonna be doing.
You go live your best life, Alland.
Right?
Maybe the last chance you get, guys.
I'll play for rooms.
All right, so you all head into the Wayfarers then? When you arrive, it's pretty well packed. Relatively busy in here. You do notice the mood seems a little more somber than it was last time you were here. Something in the air just seems like maybe people are on edge a little bit. But Zugson greets you all when you come in. Welcome. You're the group that advised me on my ale, correct?
Yeah, shit was sick.
I've just had a new brew. Recipe was brought into me from a good friend in Hollowfaust. He puts up a keg. Says the ingredients are a bit strange, but I'm told it's delightful.
Keep them pouring.
I'll try a pint.
He pours pints for everyone. I need you all to go ahead and make Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm gonna wait. I'm not drinking mine right away. I started that shit last time, didn't I?
Oh God.
Yeah, so I'm not. No.
Oh, I've been rolling really well all night. Now I rolled a 7.
Nice.
Excellent.
Oof. 9.
All right.
Now who's the lightweight, guys?
The good news is none of you get like violently ill, and it actually doesn't taste that bad. It's kind of like carbonated turpentine with a hint of lime.
That's not that bad.
I've had worse.
This is better than the last one. Keep them coming. I don't know what you do, but you're magic.
But you are pretty close to instantly lit.
Yeah. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. Just kidding.
And witnessing this, Charlie, you see that they all pretty much get one drink down and they're getting woozy. Though none of them have like thrown up or complained about the taste.
Hey,
So.
I gotta go play.
Not only do I not want to remember tonight, I don't want to remember. So keep them coming.
All right, go ahead and make your performance check, Charlie.
$23.
All right. Yeah, people are up. People are dancing. The barkeep says, all your drinks are on the house. Just keeps
There
them
you go.
pouring for you.
Now
Yeah,
you guys
magical man.
die for free.
At about the third round, Alan, you feel a tap on your lower back.
Yes. Can I help you?
You look down, Bark's there. Hey, I didn't think you were going to be back in town so fast.
We didn't either. But here we are.
Are you okay? You look like you might fall forward.
I'm like a Mortal Kombat, like finish him. Is
Oh, did you drink that Holofaustian ale?
that what that was?
Yeah. Oh, don't drink that. That's bad. I got sick on it.
Do you want some?
No, it's terrible. Why are you back in town already? Come here, let's sit down before you fall down.
As they're talking, I'm just like, hey, you, man, like this sword, man. This sword, it's really good. I'm like, you seem like really like kind of like too like close to him, you know? And I kind of like
I appreciate it. How long have you all been drinking today?
Who knows? I just walk away.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
So why did you come back so fast?
I can't remember. Hang on.
You really can't remember. You're just sad drunk.
Yeah, like I'm just. There is a reason, and it's a very good reason, and the reason is, it's something to do with Hollow Legionnaires and.
Oh, the rust.
Yes. Go on. Like you're getting warmer. And, we need to go to Glib.
Live it Hotel?
That's it. That's
Love in the
one.
tail.
You can't.
I mean, I sure would like to.
That place is horrid.
I mean, we're not going for vacation or anything. It's just
they're monsters. They
Yeah.
kill their own people and use them as undead slaves.
Oh, we've met. And then my head goes into like a really dark place and I dissociate for like a couple minutes.
When you come back to, he says, I think you should sleep this off.
I think you should sleep this off. I feel like I'm like just sinking into my chair like this. Like it's fine. We're fine, right? Haiku, you're fine, right?
While that's occurring, what is Charlene and Ithrin and Charlie doing? Charlie, are you just playing as much as you can, or are you?
Ithrin's just
I'm letting them
enjoying
do their
herself.
thing.
All right.
Staying out of this.
What was that, Ithrin? Sorry.
Oh no, Ithrin's just enjoying herself.
Yeah. And what about Charlene?
Since no one else seems to be, I'm going to be asking around about people that might have escaped from Glividato that lived here.
You notice like a couple people give you kind of some funny looks. And after about the third time, Corn Silk Sam walks over to you. Says, you're asking people about Glividato?
We might need to sneak in and out.
Well, A, it's a good way to pick a fight. But B, I mean, the only people that are around here at all that have ever been inside are the dwarves.
Which is why I think a bark knows something.
We're gonna go in there and we're
Because they were,
gonna kill them all.
you know what happened there, don't you?
I don't know what happened anywhere, dude.
Your friend is lit.
The new ale packs quite the punch.
Yeah, I told Zugson this was not a good idea. I didn't think that it was appropriate for us to be selling that potent of a brew. But he paid good money for the recipe. Do you know what happened up there with the dwarves? They were held captive for 2 centuries. Whole generation of them born into slavery up there. Don't expect anybody's going to be too keen on talking about the place.
What if we could get them out, though?
Starts to walk away, or yeah, he starts to walk away.
He's not in a very good mood.
Bark says, "Would you like me to get you to your room?"
I don't sleep anyway, dude. Like, I'm just gonna wake up and I'm just gonna be still.
Haiku, I wasn't talking to you.
I also thought he was talking to Haiku. Sure. Do you know how to get into Glivid Hotel?
Why would I know how to get into Glivid Hotel?
I don't know. Do you?
No, my mother might. I don't know that she's going to want to discuss it. We don't talk about it.
Not ready to meet your mother.
I mean, I'd have to send for her. But we don't. Are you okay? You are strong, he said. He's like carrying it down the hallway.
I'm like falling asleep on his shoulder as he's trying to.
There's a somewhat skinny, as we would generally think of them, dwarf, like firemen's carrying iron bread back to the rooms.
Gonna get a hernia.
He's maybe back there 5 minutes and then comes back out. The last thing you recall, Alan, is being fireman's carried into that room.
That's nice.
He walks back out and says, she's not doing so. And then he just stops talking to Haiku and turns over to Charlene. She's not doing so hot in there. I left her a bucket and some water and a towel.
So romantic.
Can you tell her to please come by my forge in the morning?
Will do.
He stops and like turns back and says, "You really going in to that place?"
We gotta save the world again.
At least a friend of ours.
I think if we could get in and out, we might be able to put a stop to this atrocity. If not, I couldn't think of a more honorable battle to go for.
I don't expect it to be much of a fight, but I may be able to talk someone into serving as a guide or giving you a map or something.
Thank you.
He walks out, walks by the stage and flicks a gold piece into Charlie's loot case. And unless there's anything else you want to do that night, you may wrap up the night. You all go back to your rooms, get a good night's rest. You may take a long rest. I need Alan and Haiku to both roll Constitution saving throws for me. Haiku, you can roll it with advantage.
16.
8.
With advantage?
Yeah. First one was a 4.
You have exhaustion from a hangover. Despite the fact that you had advantage because you were able to stay awake all night and just pound water, you didn't decide to do that.
No.
So-
I don't think Haiku's ever like had water.
Like, ew, what would I do that for?
Really gross. You haven't caught on yet.
So yeah, you all wake up smelling the breakfast being cooked from the inn. What would you like to do with your morning?
Well, I'm
Pass
going to
along-
probably eat breakfast.
Pass along the message to Alan at breakfast.
Ooh, nice.
Elder Scrolls.
I don't even remember seeing him last night.
I'm probably nursing like a really bad headache. So I'm not even like, I'm like doing this. I'm not even using silverware to eat the breakfast. I'm just kind of like a dog, just kind of like lapping up food in my mouth.
That's
I
amazing.
feel like Ithrin is with Haiku on this. I'm like, breakfast, yes.
Charlie doing anything?
No, I mean, I'm gonna eat or whatever, but no, I don't have anything particular I want to do.
All right. So are you going to go over to Barks?
Yeah, right after breakfast.
Is anyone going with Alan, or is anyone going to do anything else?
So do you invite us to go with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I'll go.
I guess I will.
I'll go too, but like way behind everyone else.
I guess we're all going.
Like a
Right.
lot behind everyone else.
You all roll into the forge. He's, working a shield. Morning.
Good
Hi.
morning.
How are you all feeling?
I'm really sorry. Charlene said that you left me a message and I don't even remember seeing you last night.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm so sorry. Don't be sad.
No, I'm not sad.
You look sad.
Can we talk just the two of us?
Oh, sorry. I didn't
Oh.
realize this wasn't related to the other thing we discussed.
Oh, I mean, it is, I guess. But if you all don't mind, I'd like just a few minutes with Alan first.
Yeah, totally. There's a really cool alley there. I'm gonna go investigate it.
I step
You
out
just
to
ate Ithrin.
I step out to be that person
What
standing
you
at the
gonna
door that's
find?
like, come back in 5 minutes.
I came in like dead last. I didn't even hear the conversation. I just kind of hear them coming like back out. I'm just like, okay, I guess we're.
I'm just gonna like cop a squat on like a rock or something nearby.
All right. He walks up and takes you by the hand, Alan, and he says, "You don't recall telling me last night that you were going into Blue Hotel?"
Oh, now that you
Um,
mention it, yeah.
and you asked if I knew anyone who could help.
Well,
I do.
that's good.
But here's the thing. I don't want you to go, and I like you quite a bit and would be very sad if you died.
That is the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
Somehow I doubt that, But having said that, as much as I don't want you to go, I'm not going to interfere. But I absolutely will interfere about my people going. I know how the dwarves got out, and I know who can get you in, but I need you to leave the Broadreach dwarves out of this.
Okay.
I wasn't 100% honest with you last night. I sort of flippantly said my mother didn't talk about Libidatel. And that's not true. I didn't experience any of it, but I will not be a party to any dwarf setting foot in the Mesa Carida.
I understand. You know, you don't have to help us if you don't think it's right. We can find another way.
I didn't say I didn't think it was right, and I didn't say I wasn't going to help you. He reaches into a drawer and pulls out an alicorn.
What's that?
The horn of a unicorn.
Oh,
But this one is not serrated.
okay.
He says there's a tree, and he hands you the horn. Deeper than the Hornsaw Forest, in the land that was once the home of the Unicorn clan. If you take that there and plant it in the largest tree in the Ghost Glade, stab it among the roots, you'll be able to speak with the elves of Clan Unicorn.
Be able to speak to who, Travis?
The elves of Clan Unicorn.
Cool.
They're the ones who led my people out.
That's
Or at least the only ones who are still in the state that the elves were in when they led my people out.
Do I return this to you after?
He just leans in and kisses you.
Kiss them back.
And after a minute or so, he slowly pulls away and says, I can't allow myself to labor under the delusion that you're going to come back.
Damn, he doesn't believe in you.
Huh? What'd you say?
Like, damn, he doesn't believe in you.
Like, what is this hashtag feminism?
Dump him.
I will do my best not to die in Galividatel. I haven't died so far, right? I bet you never thought you would see me again.
I had a feeling you'd be back.
And now you don't?
Well, the lure of the way I beat my anvil only
Is that
can,
a euphemism?
listen, I'm trying here and you're not making it easy. I thought you would be back. Yes. I thought we had a thing and that you liked the thing and that you were going to come back.
I do.
And
And
you
I
did.
did. And I will.
And now-
again.
And now you're going into hell. You're going into, I am no less frightened for you than I would be if you were marching into the abyss itself to fight Vangal and his armies.
It's for a good cause.
I will ensure that the priests of all the victors sing that at your funeral.
Now I'm offended. Like, you have zero faith in me. Thank
It's not
you
about
for.
believing in you. If I didn't believe in you, I wouldn't give you that heirloom of my people.
Is this our first fight? Thanks. And thank you for your help. But like a little faith would be nice. And also, like, I will come back because my friends are not going to abandon me and we're not going to let each other die. And if we don't go and if we don't defeat the stupid fucking, what's his face? Lucian, whatever. Hang on. I have it. What's his name?
Shelzar.
Lucian Dane. Is that it?
That is it.
If we don't beat his ass, then every single Hollow Legionary is going to die in a month. Not a month, in 15 days. So maybe it won't be so bad if I die.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of pressure.
Yeah, no pressure, right?
I'm not saying I don't believe in you. I'm saying I'm scared.
I understand that. Well, thanks for the unicorn horn.
You're welcome. Good luck. He kisses you again and goes back to banging on his anvil.
Okay. So when I get out of the shop, I probably look like a little bit PO'd and a little bit like sad. And I was like, okay, here's the plan. Like, huddle up, people. And I tell them about the unicorn horn and the tree thing that we have to do. Obviously, in hushed tones. Obviously, like we are in the alley with Ithrin now, not like out in the open talking. I'm like, look at my unicorn horn. Like,
Well, we should just hit the roads ASAP then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hope that the elves will be able to help us in and out. Let us know some weakness in the defenses.
Yeah.
Try to do it. Get what we need without being caught. If we find ourselves having to fight in Glivid Hotel, we might already be too late.
Yep.
And Hopper thinks we're too late. She's barking at me.
Well, that's okay because that seems like a great place to wrap things up for this week. Any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns about tonight's session?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like we each got a little bit of thing.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad. Well, and speaking of everybody getting a little bit of thing, we jumped right into the action and we'll be probably doing so for the duration of this adventure. So we're going to go ahead and do our outros and everybody introduce themselves. Let's start things off this week with Haiku. Please tell us who you are, what you do, your pronouns, who you're playing their pronouns, and anything you might wish to promote.
For sure. I'm Mike Newton. I'm playing Haiku, both he, him. In real life, I'm a comic artist out of Chicago. And you can see all my stuff pretty much everywhere at Mike Mutant.
Rock and roll. Next up, that goes is Charlie. Please give us your pertinent details.
Oh man, I'm gonna cough. Hold on. I'm sorry, there wasn't anything I could do.
Bless you.
Bless you. I'm Sarah Scharnweber, and I play Charlie. We're both she, her. Charlie also is fine with they. I am an author. I do YouTube. I do Twitch. I do Twitch tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central or so. And then I do YouTube the following night. I'm also on Twitch that night too, though, at the same time. And I write books, and there's books, and that's all I got.
Excellent. And I'm going to throw your Twitch link in here. Maybe. Yes, beautiful. It worked. Aha. I win. Next up, that brings us to Ithrin. Ithrin, please give us your pertinent details.
Hello, my name is Rachel. You can find me, Stolen Fires, pretty much everywhere. And wow, I've got a lot to promote. So yeah, I contributed to Lore of the Traditions that is currently on Kickstarter. I got to rewrite the verbena. Well, not rewrite, but update. That was really cool. I had a lot of fun with that project. I also did the opening fiction. And then me and two other writing partners just recently released Black Hand, a player's guide to Sabbat in V5. So we've got a way to handle Paths of Enlightenment. We've got some new leaders that your packs can rally behind. We've got hunting styles based on pack type. It's really cool. Check it out, Storyteller's Vault. It is called the Black Hand, playing the Sabbat. And then we will be giving away a copy tomorrow between, let me make sure I get the time right, between 5 and 8 o'clock Eastern time over at Vorpal Tales, where I will be running a different type of vampire game, Vampire the Requiem, Belial's Brood. So come show up, Vorpal Tales, and just say a thing in chat. You'll be entered. And then on Friday, I'm running Masks of Nyarlathotep, Hotep, also on Vorpal Tales. And you will see me there for Sundays, White Walls, and then Mondays for Dune. I'm excited for that as well. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram, Stolen Fires. That's a lot. I know. I'm sorry. I'm been busy.
You're all good. I love to hear it. And I've thrown the links for Vocal Tales and for Lore of the Traditions, which I would like to also reiterate that you should please go back because it's awesome. And I got to develop it, and it was a high point of my life. I am super proud of that book.
Yeah.
And I just threw up the link to pick up the Black Hand playing the Sabbat from Storyteller's Vault as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, all that stuff is in the chat. Next up, that brings us to Alan. Please give us your pertinent details.
I'm Milena. She, her. I also don't mind they, them. Playing Alan, who is she, her, and is conflicted and is a lousy drunk. And in real life, I'm an artist and art teacher in Illinois and trying to be a yoga teacher, but this is taking forever. All the auditioning and stuff, well, so we'll see. And if you want, you can find me on Instagram for art. It's at Milena Deneno. For yoga, it's at Milena's Yoga Journey. And this month for my Patreon, if you subscribe at any level, I will send you my Year of the Tiger postcard that just arrived yesterday, but it's still in the mailbox because it's snowy and I'm not going outside.
Beautiful. So yeah, head over. I just threw the link to Milena's Patreon in the chat.
Thank you.
Definitely check that out. And that brings us to Charlene. Charlene, please give us your pertinent details.
Hey, I'm Corey, aka Narf on the interwebs. They, them. Charlong, also they, them. And yeah, I work on a game called Caves of Cud. We're doing lots of fun stuff with redesigning some of the earlier dungeons in the game. So come check it out. Steam, itch.io. That's all I got right now.
Yeah, and cavesofcud.com, which I'm throwing up in the chat right now. All right, I guess that brings us to me. I'm Travis Legge. I have been the dungeon master for this, and I'm also the line developer for Scarred Lands, and would very much like you to check out all of Scarred Lands, but particularly to consider pre-ordering Dead Man's Rust, which is the adventure we are running. It's on backer kit right now. This is very dear to my heart. I was a developer on it. Features my favorite playable species as a central plot element. It's a lot of fun. And if you back it on BackerKit, you can get access to the text right now and start your own campaign. So we've got that cooking. I will be back here Saturday at, I believe, 5 p.m. Eastern for the stunning conclusion of The Thing That Wore My Face. for Story Path Showcase with the They Came From Beneath the Sea rules. It's been a lot of fun. I got to work with some of my old film buddies on that one. So it was a good time. And definitely head over there and check it out. Go ahead and hang out for the pre-roll, and we're going to head over and give a raid to Devil's Luck Gaming. So if you haven't done so, please like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Get your shots, get your boosters, wear a mask, and wash your hands. We'll see you soon.